Welcome to Happy Hour with Whiskey and the World.
Hi, welcome to Happy Hour. I'm Joe and this is Kat, and we're the hosts of the podcast Whiskey and the World. Today we're going to be talking about the Glenmorangie Lasanta Sherry Cask Finish 12-year. This is a really interesting whiskey at 43% alcohol by volume, or 96 proof if you're feeling Scottish today. It runs about $48 a bottle, or free, depending on how you run. Why don't you tell us about this bottle, Kitty?
Sure. So Lasanta actually means warmth and passion in Gaelic, and you're definitely going to feel that in this Scotch. So it spends its first 10 years being aged in American white oak ex-bourbon barrels before being transferred to Oloroso sherry and PX sherry casks. So Oloroso in Spanish means scented, and PX actually stands for Pedro Jimenez, which is a white wine varietal, most often seen in Spain, but you'll see it also in Australian wines and Chilean wines as well.
This was a very interesting drink for me. When I'm drinking Glenmorangie, usually I'm expecting the long story that we get with all the best scotches. For me, a great whiskey has a long story or a long journey, and it has a very good beginning, a very solid middle, and a satisfying end. This one's story or journey was a lot shorter than I was expecting.
Doesn't finish the way you wanted it to?
It just doesn't last as long on the palate as I was hoping for, but it's still a good drink. It's got all of the flavors you're hoping for out of the sherry cask. It's got the chocolate, the vanilla. It's got that dried fruit flavor that you're looking for out of the wine cask finish things. So it's a really great blend and a beautiful color. It just doesn't last as long on the palate as I was hoping for.
Interesting. Okay.
So as you folks at home know, or do not know, and I'm about to tell you, we do our rating system out of 10 points. The first 5 points is based on the taste and the smell, which is your overall drinking experience. The next 5 points is the packaging, the bottle, the presentation, and the overall branding of the product. So for me, because it wasn't the long story I was hoping for, but it was still a good drink, it was a little hit or miss, I'm going to give it a 3.8 for flavor.
Okay. I'm going to actually disagree just a little bit. I'm going to give it a 4.3. I really like this. I think it's got a beautiful color. Just the nose is so warm. It does have that beautiful vanilla, almost a vanilla bean, so it's not sickly sweet. But it's got that vanilla, that chocolate. I really, really enjoy this one. And, I got to say, it goes down like it knows the way. So 4.3 for me.
All right. So in terms of packaging and presentation, what I love that Glenmorangie does is they always match their label so nicely to what's inside the bottle. So with the other Glenmorangie, just the regular 12-year that they have, it's like a gold, like a beautiful golden label, and the whiskey's much lighter. With this one, it's a much darker, because of the sherry cask.
Yeah, it's got that red
tastes,
to it.
It's got a much more burgundy, beautiful caramel look to it. And they've changed the label to a burgundy and gold, which is absolutely beautiful. We have a classic bottle shape. It's absolutely gorgeous. For me, this is a 4.0 in presentation.
Okay, for all those reasons and more, I'm going to give it a 4.5. I love that this is a beautiful bottle that comes in the box. You could give it as a gift. It's got just that beautiful presentation to someone. I love, again, just that color and that label. It just comes through. It's so classic. It's their classic shape. They haven't tried to veer off, and try to make something that it's not. It's exactly what you'd expect from Glenmorangie. Classic and fantastic. So 4.5 for me.
So with Kat's rating of an 8.8, my rating of a 7.8, that brings the overall Whiskey in the World rating to an 8.3. And with that being said, let's have a drink.
Today I'm going to teach you guys a little trick by using a classic cocktail of Scotch on the rocks with a twist of orange. All right, so let's start by taking 2 ounces of our Glenmorangie Lasanta Sherry Cask Finish, and I'm going to pour that over my whiskey sphere. And now for the trick. So we're going to take our orange and we're going to take a paring knife, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut a nice little medallion off of the side of the orange. And we want to make sure that we're just getting peel and pith, no fruit. So let's go ahead and take our little medallion and we're going to sandwich it in between our fingers just like so. And I'm going to take a lighter, and what I want to do is just wave it across to get any wax off. Hold it over the drink, squeeze it, and see that nice little sparkle. So we're getting all that nice zest right into the drink, and wrap it around, drop it in, and there you have Scotch on the rocks with a flaming twist. Thanks for meeting us for happy hour. If you had a good time with us, be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. And be sure to hit that bell as well so you get all the notifications so you don't miss anything from Whiskey in the World.
And if the English haven't run off with your wallet, head on over to patreon.com/whiskyintheworld and you can show us some love. We've got all kinds of extra goodies there for you to discover. You can also catch new episodes of Happy Hour every Wednesday on YouTube, as well as our podcast, Whiskey in the World, every Wednesday on iTunes and SoundCloud. And remember, drinking is cool.
But staying alive to drink the next time is cooler.
So be safe.
And please drink responsibly.